Field.
Yes, you heard me. Field. Bowel.
Introducing Brad and Greg.
I'm Greg,
sons
he's
of Dale
Brad.
Rugg, a typical Minnesota farmer.
Yeah, sure you betcha.
Minnesota
We're
annually
Minnesotan.
ships large quantities of meat and other agricultural products to consumers throughout the
Nutritious
United States
raw steel
in
and
foreign
delicious
countries.
aluminum.
Gee whiz, look at all them Hormel cars.
You're easily impressed, aren't you, Brad?
Wonder what's in them and where they're going. Hey, I
They're
know
going
what.
from left to
Let's
right.
find better and ask if we can visit the plant. Dad will take us, I bet.
Yeah, Dad's unemployed and loves abattoirs. Well, that looks like all of our entertainment for the week. I missed the train.
Adventurous boys, curiosity and dreams,
Lusting
all
for
lead to
slaughter.
something very special that Dad would enjoy too.
He's weird that way. And I know where you live. Say, how do you spell spree? Dude, you don't even spell your name right, Bob. I mean, Greg.
Gentlemen, we would sure like to visit your plant. My dad said he would come with us if you would let us take a tour. Please let us know.
Hugs and
Yours
kisses.
truly, Greg and Brad Rugg.
So next time,
It's fun to
let
write a
me
letter
lick the
and
envelope
look
and you do
forward
the
to a
stamp,
reply.
okay? Hmm? Whoop.
In Austin,
Perfect.
the secretary to the public relations director receives daily inquiries concerning plant tours, job opportunities,
Oh, how obscene.
and information about the company.
How obscene.
The Brad and Greg letter
Let's see,
received
January
prompt
3rd,
attention.
2034. We can fit him in. I'm a 6-foot
The
tall,
Austin
well-endowed
plant
man.
receptionist registers all visitors
And it's
makes
back-breaking
special
work.
arrangements
Just
when
look at
boys
that
like
sweat.
Brad and Greg write in. Regular tours are scheduled daily
Yes,
Monday through
I'm
Friday
regular.
at 10 a.m. and 1 p.m.
That's when we take our naps.
Has the anxiously
Let's see,
awaited
let's see.
letter
Oh, that's
arrived
Dad's
today?
penthouse, Mom's
Yes,
Playboy.
there
Oh, here it is.
addressed to Brad and Greg.
Greg, you little jerk.
Dear boys, we are
Throw it out
pleased
there.
to inform you that arrangements have been made for you to
And
take
P.S.
a tour
For
of
the love
Hormel
of God,
plant.
please stop sending us hair. Paper's
The
fun.
Rugg dairy herd of fine Holstein cows.
It's not a
watch
Holstein, that's a
as
Buick.
Dad and the boys load up for the trip to the plant. A new awareness of
Dad's
new
already
processes
loaded.
gained from the plant.
99 pigs in the
They are
abattoir,
exciting
99 bodies of
educational, as you will
pigs.
see. Across the Red Cedar River, the Ruggs see this view.
And they're disappointed.
This is Hormel.
Only a model.
The original plant of Hormel began on this site in 1891.
Naturally formed
And
structures.
today is the largest of 9 company slaughtering operations.
Slaughter. That's laughter with an
Tours
ass
are
on it.
available at the Austin, Fort Dodge, Iowa, and
We're
Fremont,
registering,
Nebraska
not
locations.
signing waivers.
As the Rugg family registers, Hormel guide Tony Corina arrives to show them through the plant.
Yay, Tony. I'm so glad I can't have children.
Hormel has 15 processing plants, 6 distribution centers, and licensing arrangements for the
Say,
manufacture
where
of
did the
special
other
products
2 extra
in
kids come
Canada,
from?
Ireland, England, and Venezuela.
And this is what we use here to
One of the initial
euthanize
sites
the
on
unruly
tour
children.
is the
So
old
be
engine
good,
first
kids.
used by George A. Hormel in 1892.
A Hormel, not the Hormel. Yeah, I like to start the
A
tours,
display of
showing you
popular
some of my
Hormel
4-H
products.
badges.
More than
And this here
750
trophy, this is when
different
I
items are
made
produced
state
here,
with the
some of which
Barnspiel
are
in 43.
Spam, Cure
Okay, so
81
you're not
ham,
impressed. You
Hormel
don't like
chili,
curling.
Dinty Moore beef
Douchebag.
stew, range brand bacon, and dry sausage.
Yeah, that's my wife's nickname for me.
From balconies,
And
you can
if you
look
look
across
to your
entire
left, this is
rooms
where
of
we
assembly,
enter the
or
deboning
rather,
machine. I mean, the balcony.
disassembly activity.
Oh, it smells like death. It sure does. Say, when's lunch?
The Rugg boys watch as hog carcasses are broken down into primal cuts.
And strangely, Brad is aroused.
After chilling, the carcass passes over a firmly anchored
That'll
knife
do,
which
pig.
separates the two sides. This is the first step
That's
in
all,
the
folks.
disassembly of the pork side.
New euphemism, folks. I split that sow.
This large saw wheel then cuts the shoulder from the side. So much automation enters the industrial picture today that it
Oh, a
is not
picture that should be
surprising to
framed
see the start of
hung
meat
right above my
processing
bed.
begin in this fashion. Let's watch the development of the ham, one
Yeah,
of
he
the
likes to
first
be in
meat
every
cuts
shot.
to receive attention.
Showing off.
Painstaking care is given to ensure uniform removal of skin and fat.
I wish it was this easy with my wife.
A close inspection of the ham follows. The hams slide down a chute to the floor below, where they are fed
shoot.
onto the automatic scaling line.
Scale. Little known fact, pigs are aquatic and have scales.
Each bin holds a given weight ham. The pans are
the
individual
given weight.
scales
That's my
that
favorite flavor
automatically
of ham.
drop the weighed ham into the correct bin. Skillfully removing the bone of hams before
jewelry and
processing the famous
wristwatches.
Hormel Cure 81 ham,
Ham,
canned
ham,
cooked
ham.
ham, or ingredient meat for Spam.
Spam. I got nothing.
Very choice hams are saved for the production of the Cure 81s. Precise trimming of external and internal fat takes place.
Assuring it is no longer recognizable as meat.
Smoking of the Cure 81 hams is also done with care.
Here.
Appealing color and unmatched flavor is
Unmatched
developed
flavor
in the
like
smoking
every
process.
single one of our products.
Here's what the finished product looks like inside. The real
You wouldn't believe it.
test
He
of
had a
quality.
wife and kids.
Back to the pork cut.
And they're still
the
having a good
story of
time.
Bacon. First, spare ribs are removed. Bacon comes from the side meat next to the ribs.
Yeah, brother's gotta have his side meter going on.
In meat processing, we strive to make good use of everything.
With love.
Side
And it
skins, for
shows.
example, are sold for leather.
Rich
The initial
Corinthian
step
football
is the
leather.
removal of the skin from the bacon side.
We have bacon sign.
The skins are dropped to the fleshing machine,
Oh, the fleshing machine.
which in turn takes off all excess fat.
Woohoo! Take it off! Yeah, take it all
The
off!
bacon sides are mechanically trimmed
Yep.
as they move along the production line.
And let's pause to take in the wondrous beauty that is bacon.
Skilled craftsmen at this point
Skill.
trim bacon sides to proper size and shape. The meat trimmings are saved for other products.
Skill. Skill.
Once again, automation. Here we see a curing solution
This is
being
where we
injected
prick
by
the
needles
bacon.
into the bacon sides. Nothing in bacon processing is more eye-appealing or mouth-watering
Or pant
than a
wetting.
view of bacon as it emerges from the stainless steel smoke chambers.
It's the stainless steel
beautiful
that makes
sight,
it
isn't it?
delicious.
After it comes out of the smokehouse, the bacon is chilled
And it's given a
then
name and a
formed into
backstory
just the right
just to
shape,
make your
so that the
consumption of
slices
a once
come out
living
nice
animal
and even,
more
the way
satisfying.
you see them in your store. A high-speed circular knife cleanly slices the bacon to uniform thickness, about 20 slices per second.
The same rate of American consumption.
After exact portions of bacon slices are hand-scaled,
Are
a
you saying
special
hand?
saran wrap machine
Ham?
vacuum seals the packages for
Ham?
longer keeping and better appearance.
And more sexy.
Hormel bacon stays fresh longer when saran wrapped. The attractive packages are now ready to appear in
Hey,
retail counters across the
attractive.
country for selection by discriminating consumers.
The consumers.
Another phase of the
The processing
disassembly
of former
process
tour guests.
is the separation of the shoulder and front feet from the carcass. Hormel pig's feet are delicacy items.
No kidding.
The front feet from all the pigs Hormel
And remember, they
buys are
all
used in
stepped
the
in pig
manufacture of this product.
Are they?
Pickled pig's feet are very tasty and attractively packaged,
Yeah,
too.
keep telling yourself that, mister. I love my job.
The shoulders supply the skins used in the production of gelatin.
I love my job.
The skins are fed into a grinder.
Along
and are
with the
shown
factory's
emerging
refuse
here.
to make
a
hot
series
dogs.
of cooking, filtering, and chilling operations occur before the gelatin is extruded onto a conveyor belt in this spaghetti-like form.
Next, we'll show you how the meatballs are made.
A moving arm now spreads the gelatin evenly on another belt conveyor. This mattress of gelatin will
It's
travel
soft.
through 2 dryers.
And good for your
The
back.
dried gelatin is now broken down into small particles and conveyed by auger to a grinder for final granulation.
'Cause that's what the boys like.
The finished product is weighed and packaged in bulk containers.
Hate my job.
Many hours are spent in
the
research
lunchroom.
laboratories at Hormel in an effort to discover new food formulas.
Along with
Gelatin
paprika,
is one
this
of the
recipe
many
requires
Hormel products
copious
that
amounts
has
of
been
pure
constantly
Colombian
researched
cocaine.
and tested.
Researching.
Hormel gelatin is sold to candy and other food manufacturers for, among other things, colorful and wholesome desserts.
Plastic. It's tasty! And it includes all the food groups. Green, red, and yellow.
Pork shoulder and ham meat are taken from this picnic boning line
typical
and used
picnic
for the
setting.
manufacture of
Carcasses
Spam,
and
the
knives.
most popular luncheon meat in the country. The picnic and ham meat is first ground through a medium coarse plate.
In the restroom.
A lab technician then takes a sample of the Spam mixture for a lean percentage test. The meat is carefully tamped.
Mom always said I was a good meat tamper. And Hormel introduces the first meat
And the
cappuccino.
canister is sealed. The dials are standardized and the sample is placed in the electronic anal ray unit for analysis.
Anal.
Within
You sure that's
seconds,
how it's
this machine
pronounced?
accurately reads the lean percentage of the sample.
It
The
says here
results
I've got
are recorded
no
by the lab
lean.
technician, and adjustments, if necessary, are made.
Adjustments, they're necessary.
Mixer blades stir ground Spam meat under vacuum and refrigeration until it becomes thoroughly blended.
And the magical Spam turtle
The raw material
deposits
is then
its
pumped
eggs
to the
through its
can filling
ovipositor.
machines, where the tins are automatically filled and vacuum sealed.
Ah, this reminds me of a song. Dankeschön.
The cans are then fed to the massive 65-foot hydrostatic cooking
Hydrostatic,
tower.
you say?
This huge unit is equipped
Huge
with
unit,
a
you say?
conveyorized chain of trays that carry the cans through processing cycles of cooking,
Processing
chilling,
cycles?
sterilizing, and drying.
I
When
do
fully
believe
loaded,
you're giving me
this
the
towering
vapors.
structure can hold 38,500 12-ounce cans.
Gee, that's almost
Well
4
over
dozen.
350 Spam cans per minute are discharged from this cooker, the only one in the United States capable of handling oblong tins.
The showcase of our tour, the oblong discharge.
The conveyor lines leaving the cooker carry the cans directly to automated equipment for orderly assembly and packaging.
Turn, right turn, left turn. Making Spam meat cans, showing our oblong discharge.
The formation and packing of Spam boxes is an impressive sight in itself. The box is first formed. The bottom is closed. And the empty carton is positioned for filling.
Innuendo.
The case is sealed and the product moves by elevator to the storage cooler.
Just an arm.
Another area of the Hormel plant to be visited
Is our
The
wonderful
Rudd family
parking lot
is
and
directed
beautiful
to
loading dock.
Beef operations. A modern on-the-rail dressing system moves
Is what
the
we
cattle
call
to the
Dave.
mechanical skinner.
Dave enjoys it because he had a terrible childhood. Dave, stop trying to milk the machines.
Two long arms move outward and are affixed to the beef hide.
Dave's a freak.
This operation pulls the hide away from the rib area without scoring it or chipping into the meat.
Chipped meat. Watch as Dave makes shit on a shingle.
The remainder of the hide removal process is accomplished with a motorized chain that is fastened to the hide and which pulls the hide from the animal in a clean and efficient manner.
I'm gonna make these into chaps for
The
Jeffrey.
hides are then dropped to the hide cellar. At the fleshing machine, all residue of fat and impurities are removed.
Say, Tom, what do you think of that residue?
Next, the hides are stretched out on a table for final trimming.
Yeah, rain's coming. We better cover the field.
Salt, a valued preservative,
Yummy.
is then added to make certain that the hides can be shipped to distant tanneries without spoilage. The hides are folded, tied, and are now ready for
Oh,
shipment.
steers can fold.
The beef coolers at the Austin plant
It's 3
have a
days
holding
into cooler.
capacity of well over 2 million pounds of choice beef. Almost all Hormel beef is sold to retail and wholesale markets as quarters or sides.
The less than choice goes to prisons
The
and
Hormel
orphanages.
Institutional Department selects top quality meat from the beef coolers for filling the special orders received from hotels and restaurants, hospitals, colleges, and universities. The dining rooms of these food service institutions have precise requirements.
Come on, why does it
as
keep
to
getting
size,
heavier?
shape, weight, and quality of their meat cuts. It takes special care at Hormel to meet these very rigid specifications.
Haha, I get it!
Here you see choice boneless New York cut steaks being
Yeah, slap that
individually
meat.
wrapped for a customer intent on serving the finest quality meats.
And here's where Dougie
A
hides
rapid
his
freezing
stash.
of the meat aids in retaining all the natural juices. Choice tenderloin steaks, boneless top sirloins, and New York cut steaks. Ah, there's plenty of good eating on this table. These steaks are shown in portions ready for the broiler or grill.
Oh, yeah.
Now you see
Skill,
the end
skill,
result
skill,
of
skill,
controlled,
skill, skill.
scientifically aged beef. Imagine yourself enjoying this meat. The Hormel Institutional Department has a challenging assignment to fulfill, that of selecting just the right kind of meat which will appeal to the discriminating diner.
And don't ask for ketchup, as a punch in the face will offend.
Yeah, and this is the peeing
The
wall,
Hormel
so
feed
kids,
mill
if you
is the
gotta
next
go,
area to
this
be
is your
visited
last
by
chance
the
till
Rugg
the end of the
family.
tour.
This 90-foot structure has automated facilities to make a correct feed mixture. Hormel feeds are designed to produce a pound of pork or beef at lowest cost when combined with farm-raised forages and grains.
I understood none of those words. Great, now I have a new nightmare.
Thousands of pounds of wieners are produced daily.
And
at
they're
Hormel.
stored in used
Boneless
hotel
beef and
bathtubs.
pork are the selected meats used in the manufacture of Hormel wieners. All raw materials are kept under constant cold temperatures. The meat is dumped into this huge grinder, which is capable of handling loads up to 1,000 pounds.
The exact same words were under my yearbook picture.
Freshly ground meat arrives from the grinder. The operator handles the grinding, scaling, and conveying of meat to the
Come
blender.
on, that's just too much to fill in these little gaps in dialogue.
Blending is now taking place.
And it works so much better with music.
Oh, Dad, nabbit.
The Hormel
Trying to tune this
Batchmaster
radio to
at
talk
the electronic
station,
control
and
panel
all I get is a
sets
hippie
the
orange
standard
whelk.
formula on the dials. The feed augers are activated, and the exact amounts of meat needed to make the prescribed batch are now brought together.
In a wholesome and loving relationship.
Meat ingredients are weighed on this scale belt en route to...
To where? To where? I'm lost. I don't know how it's... I want to know... Nothing is real anymore.
Spices, formulated in our own flavoring department, are bagged for each particular batch. The blended ingredients are now vacuum
The
mixed.
word is
It is
homogenized.
next transported to the emulsifier hopper.
Homogenized.
The ingredients are completely emulsified,
Emulsified.
and the meat moves to the hopper of the stuffing machine.
In other words, the lips and buttholes are liquefied into a pink goo.
These ingenious machines automatically stuff and link the 84-foot strands of wieners. Artificial casings give them shape and form.
Style and panache.
Transferred to a conveyorized chain, the wieners pass through a spray wash and pre-tempering room, travel through 2 smokehouse units, a steam cooking and water shower.
And remember,
then
ladies,
undergo a
don't
blast
neglect the
chill,
balls.
where the temperature is reduced to lock in all the juices and flavor.
Yep.
The wieners are now lifted from the chain
And given to
and
angry
placed on
women
supply tables for the stripping machine operator.
who enjoy stripping wieners.
This is where the artificial casings are removed.
The women shun all men and die old maids.
Skinless Hormel wieners leave the stripping machines and fall onto a conveyor belt system. The wieners are next discharged onto a much wider conveyor
wiener
belt
discharge?
for
Come
even
on!
distribution to 4 high-speed takeaway belts.
Like a college party I went to
The
once.
wieners hurry to a slotted stainless steel belt
Write
where
your own jokes,
free-swinging
folks.
deflectors arrange them into a single layer.
I love my job. I'm handling all these wieners.
Girls
Just gives me-
wearing plastic
Oh, Betty,
gloves
I think I'm.
do
oh,
some manual
oh,
alignment. The Hormel wieners are vacuum packaged
oh, come on.
and then move over an electronic checkweigh which rejects all underweight packages.
Yep, I'd be on that conveyor
Test
belt.
servings of many new and well-established Hormel products are set up to check texture, flavor, tenderness, and color.
Kind of worried that
Among
I'm
the many
slightly turned on
considerations
right now.
when marketing a product is, will people like it?
Well, I like it.
Taste
And I like it
panels
too.
are effective in
Well, and I like it
controlling
too.
Quality
I
and
think it's
determining whether new
wonderful.
products will meet consumer acceptance.
Wieners in the box. Wieners in the box.
The
Gotta
wieners
put the
are
wieners
packed in
the box.
cartons.
Put the wiener in the box. Put the wieners in the box. Put the wieners in the box. Put the wieners in
Placed
the
on a
box.
conveyor and headed for the loading dock. After loading in refrigerated railroad cars and Hormel trucks, the wieners are rushed to customers across the country.
I know, kids, it looks like a peeing wall, but it's not,
tour
so you
takes
should have
the
gone
Ruggs
back
family
then
to some
when I told you
production lines
to,
that can be
okay?
viewed
Now,
from
see over
this
here? See the
ideal
lady over there
location.
stripping wieners? Yeah, I had her.
Carefully selected choice beef and plump red Idaho beans
Those
are
aren't beans.
used when
Oh, those
making
aren't. Okay,
Hormel
I got
chili.
it.
This automatic sorting machine
Sorts out
throws
human
away
fingers and
imperfect
rat
beans.
feces from the beans.
For great chili, lean beef, beans, tomatoes, and exotic spices.
On delay.
The rich blend of ingredients are placed in the containers. They are then sealed and slowly cooked, bringing out the real chili flavor. Hormel chili.
Mel Chili,
Piping
the
hot
Velvet
and
Fog. I
ready
think I
to
had
eat.
one of his records.
Good. Just imagine the zesty aroma and tangy taste in this bowl.
Now with less than 4% of animal
Research
feces.
is moving forward at a rapid pace in the meat industry.
Yeah, that's
At
about
Hormel,
10% rapid.
This laboratory
Spoon
is where
skill,
new
spoon
products
skill,
are
spoon skill,
born
spoon
and
skill, spoon skill,
repeatedly
spoon
tested.
skill.
After passing rigid examinations, the new
Say,
products
Ted,
are
I'll
placed
turn
in
up the
consumer
volume on
test
your soup.
markets across the country. Quality, chemical, and bacteriological tests are the main services of the control laboratory. Quality control in Hormel products, for example, is maintained by keeping a constant running analytic
coffee
history
makers.
of each product.
Well,
This
according to
ensures
this,
that
I
the
have
product is being
botulism or I'm
produced to
pregnant. I
exact
can't read this.
specifications. Control laboratory personnel are like detectives on the alert for harmful bacteria.
Yep, I'm a dick.
Careful inspection of plant departments is constantly made to assure cleanliness.
So, you want to see the game tonight there, Lois?
You left your desk on fire.
Only
we even have
one
dog
word
meat.
correctly describes the
I look like a
ingredients
red
that
rocket.
go into America's favorite ready-to-serve stew, and that word is fresh.
Not a single one of those words was fresh. Oh, I was wondering when they were going to bring out the
A
Rocky
key to
Mountain
the
oysters.
palatability of Dinty Moore beef
Them some
stew
biggins.
is the use of potatoes and carrots which are grown in neighboring states. Electronic scales verify that the proper
Empty,
amount of meat
empty,
has been
empty,
placed in
empty,
each can.
Empty.
The ingredients simmer together inside the can. Cooking begins after sealing of cans to save all the flavor and freshness.
Speaking of flavor and freshness, meet Stan.
One of the largest producers of quality dry sausage in the world,
Stan's known
Hormel
worldwide
was the
for his
first
dry
to use
sausage.
this roto-cut machine. 20 sharp blades quickly cut the meat and blend in spices.
Tasty.
Strings were wrapped around dry sausage
I think I
products
see a
for
joke there.
reinforcement many years ago.
I'll pass.
The practice continued and has since become a trademark. This woman is an expert at tying the filled casing.
As long as she has her methamphetamine.
Dry sausage products are hung here for drying.
They was
Some
right.
remain as long as 4 months. The average is 70 days. Magnifico.
Shut up.
Backwards or forwards. This attractive, eye-appealing banner calls attention to Hormel Genoa salami, a famous Italian favorite.
That no one can pronounce.
These delectable sausages have been prepared from old world
There's
recipes
the
that
meatballs.
have been handed
Oh, it doesn't
down
look too
from
good on
father
that
to
jelly,
son since before America was discovered. Over the years, many varieties of dry sausage have been developed by Hormel. Distinctive spices, excellent flavor and color are all found in the Hormel family of dry
That
sausage
chick's got some
products.
hairy arms.
The Hormel General Office houses 120 people
Look at all
working
of
in
them.
different administrative capacities. Plaques of George A. and J. Hormel
And their commemorative
grace the
Franklin
walls
Mint
of the
coins.
lobby. Some 8,000 Hormel
Yep, 1,
employees
2,
are
3,
responsible
8,000,
for
yeah.
a variety of duties. Sales and livestock personnel, accountants and attorneys,
All regret their job
physicians and
decisions.
engineers, a broad spectrum
Hey, there's a
of
broad.
jobs. The latest in computers and electronic data processing
Will not be found
is an
here.
integral part of the everyday operation,
Wiki, 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 wiki.
providing information in seconds that once took many hours to compile.
And look how
These
impressed
units
the
are
rug
capable
kids
of printing
are.
and reading,
Kids?
can calculate and
Yes.
compare numbers, and store data for future reference.
And add
Payroll
two
checks
two-digit
with
numbers
their
together
accounting
in
of
4
earnings and
days.
deductions
Hey,
are
put another
printed
dime in the
less
jukebox.
than a half hour. Enormous quantities of power are used to generate steam for heat, refrigeration, and electricity.
And it all comes from
Trained
this
personnel
one
are
man.
needed to oversee,
Look at
control,
me.
and maintain
I'm
these
important because
complex
I got a
systems.
clipboard.
The sheet metal shop,
Is boring.
a busy, noisy place. Galvanized metal and stainless steel
Is
are
what really
constantly
turns
being
these
shaped
guys
into
on.
ducts and chutes.
Hey, how you doing with your
Improvements
duck?
and
Pretty good.
replacements
How you
of
doing with your
existing
chute?
facilities are made. Craftsmen with ingenuity, imagination, and skilled hands
And a
are
little bit of
necessary
arthritis.
in this highly mechanized plant.
Marvel
Even
at the
most
mechanization.
modern machinery requires some personal attention. This power brake is used
And
to shape
that's why you
large
don't
or
pee in the
small pieces
press.
of metal into proper sizes for a variety of applications. Spot welding, a quick method of tacking 2 pieces of lightweight metal together.
Just for fun. I'm gonna make a
Highly
bong out of
skilled
this.
machinists make many repairs. Hard steel knives cut and shape various metals required to make
go into
necessary
making
replacement
Spam.
parts. In-plant repairs can conveniently and quickly be made.
Yeah, your mom could be quickly made.
Controlling and recording instruments like these keep humidity and temperatures constant.
It's only a piece of
New
paper.
recording discs are installed daily. These eye-appealing products
Can all be
are
yours
manufactured
on The
convenience
Price
and
is Right.
quality have helped build the American consumer's acceptance of these various Hormel products.
I accept.
This tour was designed
Yeah, that was
to
a fun
acquaint the
tour.
Rugg
Now I
family
want to be a
with many
meat
features
packer.
of the
I want to
Hormel
stuff
company's
wieners in a
everyday
box.
operations.
I just want to
Why not
kill.
plan on
I
visiting us
want to be a
soon?
dancer.
You're always welcome at
you're still a
Hormel,
douchebag.
the
Yeah.
home
Okay.
of fine
Am I done?
food products.
All right, good. I need a drink. I'll be on my trailer. Yeah, call the service. You know, I think I'm in the mood for a blonde today.
Yep, I'm changing my name to F.R. Fertney.